Yeah, so I've actually been in student government for a long time. In high school, I was in my Filipino club. I did technically when I was in high school. I haven't done it for Paw. I'm a little bit afraid because I'm super old, so I don't know if I can jump anymore. But so actually, I was one of the 10 senators in the state to represent 2.1 million students in the California Community College System up at the Capitol in Sacramento and in Washington D.C. I have a lot of experience with legislation. If you actually look at the bylaws, one of the biggest things that falls under the vice exec is to inform like PAA about like legislation that's happening within the Filipino culture. So there's a lot going on in the Philippines now, and it's really affecting like the Philippines, and it also sometimes it's kind of affecting the U.S. as well, and sometimes the students because some people take it personally. And I have a lot of background in legislation, so I think that would be really good. And I also think it's like a way to help students stay within the club in the perspective of like what's going on in the Philippines, how is this going to affect me later in life, how is this going to affect my children, because like there's stereotypes everywhere, you guys. Everybody gets stereotypes. Filipinos get stereotyped, everybody does. So yeah, I also chaired an equity and diversity committee for the state level, and there I did a lot with like transgender people and different ethnicities, creating safe space amongst like 113 campuses in California alone. There's a thing called General Assembly, and it's where like a big event where a bunch of schools in California come and they take votes and stuff like that. And I used to help plan that event every year, twice a year, and we always had a really great turnout in that event. And yeah, that's me.
So 3 questions for Asia. We can start out with the most question. So it's the same question. You want me to repeat it? A lot of concerns surrounding PAA is the nature of the club itself. PAA was established as a cultural club and has shifted into more of a social environment with the cultural aspect taking a backseat. What is your opinion on this, and how do you plan to work with the club to grow in the direction you want it to?
Okay. So with the cultural taking a backseat, I kind of like am really sad about it, to be honest. Like I'm very proud to be Filipino, and I hope like everybody else is very proud to be Filipino if you're Filipino. And even if you're not, I hope you're proud to have Filipino friends, because I really feel like our culture is like one of the best ones out there. I mean, they're all great, but I'm a little biased, so that's just me. The things I would do to help Pa'a go like in the direction that I would like to see it, and the way I would prefer to see it is like the Filipino culture. Like I don't know if any of you guys been to the Philippines, but there's a lot that goes on, and there's just so much love in the Philippines. Like that's all I see when I go home to the Philippines. Like no matter how like ugly some people say it is, like all I see is beauty, because honestly it's the culture there, it's everybody caring for one another. And I'm a very caring person. I like to think if like you really know me, like I go above and beyond for like all my friends and all my family members and stuff like that. And I love Pa'a, and I'm more than happy to go above and beyond for Pa'a like every single day. And so yeah, that's where I'd like to see it go.
Any more questions for Asia?
Same question, which was, I don't know, what would you do differently as VP compared to, I guess it's your first year?
Yeah, from past years. Well, so I've only saw this year's vice president, and I think Minimo did an amazing job. I really like her. I would do differently from what I've seen this year, as in help make it more organized. I would say, I've been to a few cabinet meetings and shadow meetings. I would say there are some like dysfunction, and I know that a lot of people don't like to hear like criticism, but constructive criticism I think is best, and I feel like I'm very knowledgeable on how to give constructive criticism without it sounding like I'm bashing on you. So that's what I would like to do differently, because I feel like everybody needs, like I feel like you need criticism to grow, and if you can't take it, like then you're not giving yourself room to grow, and then that means like the officers won't help the club grow as well.
Yes.
What challenges do you
Okay, so I would say a challenge that I typically have just in general is when people can't like take criticism. That's like really, really hard for me because I come from a military family, so my family has always told it just as it is. It didn't matter how harsh it was. So when people, like when I try and like sugarcoat it a little bit to like not make it sound so aggressive, like, and people still get offended by it, like that kind of like annoys me. And I'm gonna be honest, it just annoys me because I'm just like, I'm not trying to do something to hurt you, I'm trying to do something to better you. And I feel like the way I'll overcome that is I actually have to do that almost every day because I have siblings and they're just, yeah, I would just have to be patient with everyone and probably try and meet with them one-on-one before anything and see what their strengths and what their weaknesses are so that way I can promote their strengths and help their weaknesses.
Thank you. So we're going to start the discussion now. So can we have both of our candidates step out?